Hello and welcome to another one of my videos. Today we are going to be playing Jurassic World Evolution 3. Continuing where we left off, I did do some editing on the park. Last time the video ended, it wasn't too big of a difference. I just kind of added some decoration and spruced it up a bit. I'll show you everything I did. But yeah. So, first thing, I did create this town center. I don't know why those profits were in the negatives for a second. I also centralized everything to this area and gave them coloring, along with the Site A branding. So we have all of the essentials in this area. I also changed this back part to rock. I didn't really do much in this cage. I think I might have done a little bit with this grass. I don't know if it was that big before. I added a hotel. And that's about it. Oh, I also did a garden for, like, parties. Theoretically, if this was a actual park, you would be able to organize parties to be here. You could sit at this little booth, presumably turn off these lights. You have nice cherry blossom trees, kind of a nice wide open area and a little pond. I kind of just did that for fun. I did get a little carried away, I am proud of it. And while I was doing this, these little guys hatched. I'm so happy with them. But I'll show you all of them. We have this girl. She's like reddish green maybe? It's kind of hard to tell. I'm going to actually speed up time until it's day. I am really proud of what I did with this. The guest view isn't that good.
One of the earliest carnivores.
Definitely is an improvement. But I really like that. Now that it is daytime, we have this little guy. He is kind of a pretty basic skin. He is brown with a little bit of orange. We have this girl that we were checking out. She is also that color. Maybe this is the one we were checking out. No! I wonder if they all ended up with the same color scheme. No, this guy... Oh, I absolutely adore the little models for these guys. We have another one of these guys, and then another gray one. So, as I said in the last video, maybe commenters could get to name the Dilophosaurus. Currently we have I actually don't want to count those, but we have quite a few. So I'll count these later, and for the amount of comments, I'll figure it out. So I am actually going to get fossils for Listrosaurus. And I'm thinking I'm going to do a little enclosure over here. Actually, maybe over here so we get use of this hotel. In this street area, we have... Oh, I thought I got rid of this tin sign. I'll do that later. Oh, I did not change the expedition center at all. I'll do that later. Of course, we then have the... like a little seating area for the restaurants. And a really nice fountain. I feel like I definitely could have done a lot better. I'm gonna have to work on this a lot, but this is what it would look like if you were a guest. It doesn't look too good. It does look extremely, how do I say it? Unorganized. Something that is bothering me a bit is the way the train's not flat here. Wow, Machonker. And then we have the benching area. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why are the children unhappy? Oh, you're missing meat. Let's see this. Okay, this is gonna bother me if I don't fix it. I'm going to smooth this what? Oh, shoot. Smooth this train. I don't like that. Can I undo that actually? Okay, so now we have a lot more of a nice slope. Are you coming over to eat? Look at these goobers. Look at them! Oh my god, I love these guys. The new DLC is actually coming out, and okay, I'm gonna get a shot with this one. The new DLC that's coming out is the Rebirth one. I personally did not like the movie.
Predict an incoming snowstorm.
I did not like the movie personally, but I do really want the pack just from what it offers. I think it is a good pack, even as the issues I have with that area. Oh yeah, if anybody wants to see the recoloration I did for my buildings, I think it's pretty evident. I kind of just deleted the Dinosaur Integration Network signs and switched out the colors. It did take a while. There was a moment where I thought of making the entire building wood. That ended up taking way too long, so I gave up on that idea. I did do a little work with the maintenance facility over here. I got up this little custom tent. I'm really happy with what I did over here. I wish there was a version of this that wasn't all rusty, but it works for what it is. But I really like this. Oh, uh... Sorry, I had to really quickly fix that. Oof. I might actually have to get some new scientists right now. None of these guys are that good. I'll do that person. And you, because research does take forever. And then I'm gonna research wider path. Okay, no, I'm not. Let's look at what research I can get done. I don't want to research any gene modification right now. No interest in heavy fences. I do want to research cameras and get like a nature documentary feel. And all that. I'm actually going to do a really quick... You know what, this ain't gonna be quick. I have, at the time of recording this, realized I really don't like how this enclosure looks. It's just not sitting well with me. I'm going to get rid of that. It's just not going extremely well for me. And I think what I'm gonna do instead is a little tip I learned from what I believe a YouTuber called Evolution Square. They have some really good tips, and I think genuinely have some of the best advice I've heard, and they really helped me when I started to build parks. And it was just real nice to have them input stuff. So if you really want tips and tricks for your parks that will make them feel a lot better, I would recommend going to her channel. Just as like a little tidbit there, because I figure if she's done so much to help me, I might as well put her name out there for anyone that does watch my content, which isn't a lot. Okay, Oso. Yeah, I know. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Maybe I'll do... I don't want it to feel as cluttered directly in front of these people. I want it to feel like an actual park. I feel kind of weird for scrapping this right now. Now that it's so far in progress and I've done a whole bunch of stuff to make it feel right for me. But I am realizing at this moment it's just not exactly what I wanted, and I'm gonna do a little bit more of a zoo-y feel. So I'm gonna keep the trees out there like this. I'm gonna dot this outside with like some woods. And then I'm gonna put a small little pond right here with a meat feeder. I'll actually move this closer so the guests can look right there and they'll get a great view of the babies eating. In fact, I'm gonna move it here, which isn't that much closer, but it is nicer. I'm gonna move this ranger post too, because now this is gonna be irreachable for literally anybody hoping to access this. I'm going to smooth it down a bit, and then I'm going to assign a team. But now we have all this set up. Does this really feel like a zoo enclosure? I can do better, but for now this is what it's going to look like. That was a tiny nitpick I had. It wasn't that big of a deal. I just wanted to get that cleaned up, make it feel a lot better. This drinking humidity really doesn't make a lot. Anyways, sorry about that.
Filling up the generator.
I failed a lot with this color over here. I'll nitpick at these after I'm done recording. It is nice to have a complete genome. I am going to research that for the overall help with that. I forgot. I have to research a staff center. Staff center. Oof, I feel kind of bad for making my employees work like that. Okay. I added those trees a little bit just to see if it makes that much of a difference. It does make the place feel a lot more alive, in my opinion, and just does liven it up quite a bit, so. I do really like that. I should get started in the Listrosaurus cage. That's why I did this video. Where is it gonna be? Right over here. If anybody has any recommendations, please give them in the comments. Please remember to like and subscribe. It really does help get my content out to more people, and even though I'm not extremely content based, it really does help if people watch through, like, etc. You probably hear this from like a million other people, but it really is true, and I'm sure that we all appreciate what is up with me today? Appreciate all the help that just a small like or comment can give. Okay, how do I get these waterfalls? Maybe I need to chill with the intensity? Maybe turn slope off entirely? What am I doing, bro? I need to remove this water and then fix what I just did. Actually, you know what? What I could do, smoothen this out a bit and see if
An animal scan has been completed by an NVU team.
I really wish I could get some nice waterfalls down. I don't know
The snowstorm has now passed. Please resume
why.
activity.
Okay, why? Can water even go up here? Can. Okay. Okay, and it just takes me. You know what? I'm gonna. Oh, that brought my money up so much. Yeah, I'm willing to bet all those changes didn't help a lot. Yeah, I can't get it back to its old shape entirely. Maybe I can just... I really hope that looks good. I'm gonna add another viewing gallery right here. Actually, I'll add it right here. And then I'll have it as like...
Ladies and gentlemen,
a little thing over here.
a new viewing gallery.
Oh yeah, that does not look good.
Innocent animals.
I would like to ask, does anyone know how you access the workshop? I believe it is on the title screen. I haven't actually looked at. Oh, it's probably on the title screen. I am going to really quickly be quiet. And then I'll check that out after recording. And look for any way I could improve my park from stuff on the workshop. Because right now it is really just not that great. Whoa. Okay. Path capacity? That's affecting a lot. People do not like my food and drink either. So I could increase maybe financial people. Okay, that okay, that really did help with that.
Popping up generator.
Why is there not anything? Oh, there is stuff for people in popularity both. Is the pathing really that big of a deal? My new scientists suck. Ooh, you're really good. What's your skill? You're not half bad.
Welcome your new park colleagues joining us today.
Take a good look at this objective, then stop looking and get it done.
Good
I
imagery
am-
aids our research immensely. Take the photos we've requested.
I am going to take those photos. I am really excited for the new free update on June 16th too. Oh my god, I am being late. What is going on? Oof. This is probably going to be worth a lot. Maybe if it can get a little... Oh, hello.
At this rate, you might finally unseat me as Employee of the Month. I mean, I choose who gets it, so you won't. but you still did a great job.
Okay, I am really hoping that fixed my... It did! Okay! Oof. People do not know how to feel about my publicity. But I can finally give these two... No, I can't. I'm actually going to have the staff center... I don't want it over there. I'm gonna fire this dude. I have no reason to keep him. I'm gonna pay to refresh candidates. It does take a bit from my money, but I do get some pretty good options. And I can even get you, you, and you. So now I have a full roster, and I can research... You know what? I can actually synthesize some Listros. I don't quite have the males. Oh, I do actually. Okay, I'm going to put it all on random. It's going to be 0% my choice on what I get. Okay, I now have a better path too. No, I have the option to research a better path, and I will not be doing that right now. I should get this, because Power 2 should really cut down on expenses with power. I don't really know how to get a publicity rating. Yeah. Whew, that's $1 million. Scientist wages aren't too bad. I am really excited to get these guys out, and I can even place down a small little nest. And you know what, now that I think about it, these guys are like... These guys are like little Herbies. And I am going to probably skip past this part, but I am going to add some rocks around here and tidy up the railing a bit. Oops, that's not right. Okay, so what I'm gonna do to get this right is a few of these rocks are gonna go like this. And then I'm gonna get this sort of raise and lower. Hello and welcome back. So what I ended up doing was I filled in this area with rocks.
We are pleased to welcome a Listrosaurus to the park.
We do have like a little door over here, which I actually did not mean for any of this to get covered up.
In transit.
Either way though, if you have this little area, theoretically staff could go in here, walk around,
Ladies
and this is how they would access this area.
Listrosaurus to the park.
I have realized a few things that are going to distort that idea.
It's awful to see any animal under stress, let alone our own dinosaurs. Let's get this sorted, shall we?
Okay, I'm happy it's not our dino. For the Dilophosaurus, I will actually be deleting this nest though. How do you feel?
Asset transportation complete.
So you need some ground leaf and some ground fiber. And now we have like a little area.
Asset transportation complete.
Okay. Now that we've gotten that done, I am going to build a little cover for them, because a real zoo would have a small area in case it started to rain, or there were any problems with literally anything. And because this is such a small species, I believe I would actually only need a shelter like this big. Like, realistically speaking, I would only need something similar to this. Hi. It is my kitten again. How? She is a little feisty. She is adorable, though. Yeah? Yow. Mate. You are under arrest. Yep. You're under arrest. You're under arrest. She just woke up from her nap. And hello. And now we sort of have a little dry area for these guys. I'm gonna add a few lights. Ow!
This next objective will help us continue supporting dinosaurs. A noble goal deserves maximum focus, as I'm sure you'll agree.
No. Bad girl. Bad. Nope. You're causing problems. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do is increase the park rating to 2.5 stars. I was gonna add lights. Maybe I'll add, like... You do not have a lot of hangers. uh, okay, so I'm gonna have... And then we'll place that. I'm going to shrink it. Place that right here-ish. And well, at the moment it doesn't look particularly like a feeder. If I add some of this, it looks, and maybe some of, nothing really berry bush like, but now this sort of looks like a feeder. If I delete some of this and then move some of this around, I can get kind of like a miscellaneous leaf feel. And then you can still clearly tell it's in like a bowl. But now it almost looks like I put some leaves, so if there's a particularly long storm, they have this little bit of cover. And if you're one of the guests passing by through here, you can get a pretty good view of this. And if you go down here, you can even get a great, well, not right now apparently. Yeah, they're all the way over there. But theoretically, you can get a good view. Hello. Oh my god, we're gonna have babies. Well, this is gonna be the end for today's video. I will do some behind the scenes work again, and just get this place a little bit nicer looking. See you later, and have a great day. Remember to like and subscribe,